Now is heaven the readier to favor those who search out its secrets, eager to display through a poet's song the riches of the sky. Only in time of peace is there leisure for this task. It is my delight to traverse the very air and spend my life touring the boundless skies, learning of the constellations and the contrary motions of the planets. But this knowledge alone is not enough. A more fervent delight is to know thoroughly the very heart of the mighty sky, to mark how it controls the birth of all living beings through its signs, and a delight to tell thereof in verse, with Apollo tuning my song. Two altars with flame kindled upon them shine before me. At two shrines I make my prayer, beset with a twofold passion, one for the song and one for the theme. The poet must sing to a fixed measure, and the vast celestial sphere rings in his ears besides, scarce allowing even words of prose to be fitted to their proper phrasing. Deeper knowledge of heaven was first granted to earth by the gift of the gods. For who, if the gods wished to conceal it, who would have guilefully stolen the secret of the skies by which all things are ruled? Who of but human understanding would have essayed so great a task as to wish against heaven's wish to appear a god himself, to reveal paths on high and paths beneath the bottom of the earth, and stars obedient to appointed orbits through the void? You, Mercury, god of Cyllene, you are the first founder of this great and holy science. Through you have we gained a deeper knowledge of the sky, the constellations, the names and courses of the signs, their importance and influences, that the aspect of the firmament might be enhanced, that awe might be roused not only by the appearance, but by the power of things, and that mankind might learn wherein lay God's greatest power. Moreover, nature proffered her aid, and by her own accord opened up herself, deigning first to inspire those kings whose minds reached out to heights bordering on heaven, kings who civilized savage people beneath the eastern sky, where the stars return to view and soar above the cities of dusky nations. Then priests, who all their lives offered sacrifice in temples and were chosen to voice the people's prayer, who by their devotion secured the sympathy of God. Their pure minds were kindled by the very presence of the powerful deity, and the God of heaven brought his servants to a knowledge of heaven and disclosed its secrets to them. This is the theme that rises before me, a theme hitherto unhallowed in verse. May fortune favor my grand emprise, and may a life of many years crowned with a serene old age be mine, enabling me to surmount the great vastness of the subject and pursue my course with equal care through mighty things and small. I must complete the picture of heaven and note whatever in the whole system shines with special brightness at any place or time. For there are fires born at infrequent intervals and forthwith swept away. In times of great upheaval, rare ages have seen the sudden glow of flame through the clear air, and comets blaze into life and perish. Maybe the earth breathes forth an inborn vapor, and this damper breath is overpowered by an arid air. When clouds are banished for long periods of clear weather, so that air grows hot and dry under the rays of the sun. Fire then descends and seizes its apt sustenance, and a flame takes hold of the matter that suits its nature. And, since there is no solid body, but only the wandering elements of the breezes, tenuous and most like rifting smoke, the action is short-lived, and the fires last no longer than the moment of their beginning. The comets perish as they blaze. For sometimes, as though long tresses were flowing down from a person's head, the flame flies in the guise of hair, and the slender fire lets loose its streaming locks in brilliant rays. And now the tresses are scattered, and this former appearance ends, succeeded by a tuft in the likeness of a fiery beard. Or it may produce torches which are split into several branches of flame. There are also shooting stars which hurl long trails of slender fire and are seen flying everywhere, when wandering lights flash through the clear sky and dart afar like winged arrows tracing the slender line of a path on high. Indeed, fire is found mingled with every part of the universe. It dwells in the laden clouds and forges lightning. It makes its way into the earth and threatens heaven with the flames of Etna. It causes water to boil at their very source. To such an extent does all nature abound with fire. So wonder not that torches suddenly burst forth from the sky, and that the air is kindled and shines with flickering flames after embracing the dry seeds exhaled by the earth. For you see lightning hurl its quivering flash from the midst of a rainstorm, and the heavens rent with the thunderbolt. Possibly it is the principle of earth supplying seed for fleet fire, which has given birth to comets. It may well be that by means of these moods and conflagrations of the sky, heaven in pity is sending upon earth tokens of impending doom. The fires wherewith the heavens blaze have never lacked significance. Farmers, cheated of their hopes, mourn over blighted fields, and amid barren furrows the weary plowman vainly urges to the yoke his drooping team. Or else, when grievous sickness or a slow decline has gripped our bodies, a mortal flame burns out the seat of life and sweeps away the stricken people. and the obsequies of the community fill whole cities with blazing pyres. Such was the plague which ravaged and bore forth ancient Athens to an unwarlike grave, when, hard on each other's heels, men trod the steep road of death. No place was there for a doctor's skill, no prayers availed. Duty fell prey to sickness, and none were left to bury, none to weep the dead. And wearied fires sufficed not for their office, and limbs piled on limbs, the corpses burnt. Hardly was an heir to be found in that nation once so vast. Such are the disasters which the glowing comets oft proclaim. Death comes with those celestial torches which threaten earth with the blaze of pyres unceasing, since heaven and nature's self are stricken and seem doomed to share men's tombs. Wars, too, and fires portend, and sudden insurrection, and arms uplifted in stealthy treachery. Just so of late, when barbarous Germany made away with our commander Varus and stained the fields with 3 legions' blood, and menacing lights did burn in every quarter of the skies. Wonder not at the grievous disasters which betide man and man's affairs, for the fault oft lies within us. We have not sense to trust heaven's message. At no other time did heaven experience more conflagrations than when the sworn forces of the blood-stained conspirators filled the plains of Philippi with their ranks, or when the empire's armed might engaged on conflict with itself. Still to come were battles against slaves joined by runaway soldiers, when a son took up arms against an example of his father's foes. Let fate content itself with this. May wars now cease, and be fettered with bonds of adamant. May discord be prisoned fast, and be curbed forevermore. Unconquered be the father of our fatherland. May Rome serve none but him, and for all she has given to God in heaven, may she miss him not here on earth.